Get the warrant for my fucking phone, and then you can have my phone. You have a warrant for my arrest, not my phone.
You hand me the phone, please?
Fuck you. You better not fucking do it. You better not fucking do it. You better not fucking...
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way. What I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
I love this.
Therefore, you should probably.
Okay, so
I
that song's badass. I gotta say, I mean, I only listen to it whenever I make a video or watch a video of mine, so it's not quite overplayed yet. I'll have to change it up here soon. But anyway, I meant to upload this video like, what was it? 3 weeks ago, I think, when this happened. This was the day that the whole drama started with the Angry Vet and the generally specific douchebag. Because I remember specifically because I remember a comment that Todd threw at the Angry Vet, and he said, he questioned him, he's like, what did you do today? What did you do today? As if he's just being lazy and he wants attention. Like he just laid around and did nothing for anybody else. And it just pissed me off because I guarantee that GS didn't do shit that day except for try to find some way to influence people, He doesn't care about other people, he cares about himself. That's it. And the Angry Vet, as a matter of fact, he didn't even say it. He didn't toot his own horn or anything, but he spent the first half of the day from the time he woke up until the GS drama started, helping out this disabled veteran in the bottom left here. Okay, in the bottom left, he was live. He was at a VA medical center in California, and he couldn't get any assistance. They made up a lie. Just so that they could deny him service, and I don't know if they thought it was funny or what, but the guy just needed his migraine medicine, man. He was just, it made a whole big thing out of it because he had a camera, okay? Because he sees what everybody else sees in the world, You should really pay attention to who is, who's advocating for the First Amendment rights, who's putting themselves out there even after they they served their country and now they're a disabled veteran. They're still putting themselves out there, and it's not to grift and it's not to make money on YouTube and to cause escalate a situation. That's the most retarded thing I've ever heard. Because if everybody did what they were supposed to do, there wouldn't be any situation, right? It's not it's not the actions of the auditors that cause these, you know, escalations, these incidents to occur. It, it's you know what I mean. Why can't people see that all of this could, you know, if they want people to stop, you know, recording police and everything, all you guys have to do is do your job, do what you're supposed to do, and then it'll be boring, and then they'll stop, right? But whenever they go out and they do this and they film, okay, he was filming for his own personal protection because he was discriminated against. So he strapped on a camera, you know, and that's sad that you have to do that to protect yourselves. And then when you do that, because you've been wronged in the past, then everybody treats you even worse. They treat you like shit because you're trying to protect yourself. Like, what the hell? What gives? Why don't people understand that? They take it as like a personal attack, like oh, he's got a camera, like it's a personal or something, like they're doing it to you. So let me just run up to that camera and tell them that I don't want to be recorded to the camera real quick, because that makes a lot of fucking sense. You can tell that people in this country have lost the ability to use their brain. You know, common sense is gone, out the window. It doesn't exist anymore. It is now uncommon sense. It is more like a rare trait that you come across. It's usually you only see it in people that have been there, done that. You know, very well-rounded, experienced people full of wisdom who've gone through these life experiences, and you know, they're not spoiled fucking entitled bitches, and they're not, you know, crazy Karens. They're not people who've never made a mistake. They're not cops, people who never get in trouble or get held accountable. No, it's people that have been through the shit, and people have been, you know, been there, done that. So they're humbled, and unfortunately, you think that people like going around documenting everything for their personal protection? No. You know how many videos I have recorded that I have not put up on YouTube that would actually be very good content, very good evidence. I mean, I just going through some yesterday, some of my evidence, and I laugh because it's unreal, the the undeniable the undeniable gang stalking that takes place. Like standing in one place in Altoona, and within like 2 minutes, I get like 5 or 6 people who all converge in one spot. That's there's no intersection. It's a weird spot where there shouldn't be people walking, and they're all fat, like fat, poor, stupid. Some of them, I think they are half retarded, and they're all like, I don't know how they get recruited. I guess, I mean, you have to be stupid to get recruited into the gang stalking thing. But it's just funny because, like, that video in particular, I didn't put it up because, you know, okay, people understand that the gang stalking is done through the use of colors. You know, they use the red color because it's been proven. They studied it, and the research proves that human beings are more likely to react or to make a rash decision when presented with the color red. It's real simple, you know. So they do it. They do it in your face. So they want you to record it. They want you to put it on YouTube. So that's why I don't, even though it's really compelling evidence, right? We've already established that. We already know what it is. I have a ton of these videos. I mean, a ton of them. But I don't need to put them on there because it's not going to help. It's only going to give them ammo to call me crazy, and then, you know, ammo to call me crazy, and then that's going to distract me from what I'm supposed to be doing. It's going to distract me from educating people on the mission, on the purpose here. The purpose is to take our fucking country back, to get our rights back, you know, to protect our rights, right? And it's, you know, you want to be, we're heading towards communism right now. That's where we're at right now. And people don't even realize they're controlled opposition, You know, they think that if they're offended, or if they just say that they're scared, you know, or that they don't like something, that all of a sudden they can change the laws or they can take away other people's freedoms. That's not how it works. That's ignorance. That is such a high level of ignorance. And if you tell these people how ignorant they're being, they're going to take offense to it, like you're attacking them, when it's really just using the word in its true definition and explaining to these people how ignorant they are. So anyway, that day that the drama happened with GS, uh, the first half of the day he spent making phone calls, doing a live stream, trying to do anything he can to get hook this guy up with resources to get him, you know, what he's to get something done, you know, because everybody in this facility, look, I took all their pictures. I never uploaded this. I was supposed to. I forgot, but I did the work. Of course, that's, you know, when I get distractions, you know, they try to stop my video. They always do this shit right when I'm trying to make a point, like a good point. So this is a VA facility in California. It's actually the McClellan Outpatient Clinic, the VA Northern California Healthcare System. So I did a video and I was going to show everybody, if you want to, you know, you want to really do something that's effective, that'll help make change, right? You got to hit them where it hurts. So businesses like this, they make money. That's what they're all about, making money. That's it. They don't care about the vets. They don't care about, you know, at the end of the day, the world revolves around money. So, well, what else controls the world, right? Google, right? Everybody goes to Google. Google controls everything. So somebody turned me on to this idea a long time ago. When you get businesses that are denying you service, or, you know, people that want to play that game, they use their knowledge and their authority, right, to basically cheat, make it unfair for you, so there's nothing you can do and the deck's stacked against you. So the only thing you can do, you go on Google and you find the business or the place, like I did here. I went to Google, I located this place, and I wrote a very, very long, strongly worded letter, like a review, a really bad review. Okay, you would be amazed at the effectiveness, right, of these reviews on Google, the Google reviews. Okay, and most people don't know. Most people don't even realize or pay attention to it. But the people who, you know, whose wallet it's going to hurt, they're going to pay attention to it. You know, believe it or not, that matters a lot to them. The data, the analytics, the public perception, how, you know, how they look. That's why they came up with the whole concept of public relations, because the Rockefellers weren't looking too good. You know, they were involved with the electricity becoming a new thing, and I know that they were attached to a lot of tragedies. You know, and since they were invested in funding a lot of that stuff, a lot of people died and were pissed off, and they were viewed as the opposite of you know, philanthropists. The Rockefellers were viewed as like horrible people that didn't care about the everyday person, you know, Joe Schmo, you know, the people. So they literally they got a guy, and the whole purpose of this guy was to go around and do different things and make a whole bunch of noise and public appearances and stuff, and do things and get a hold of the press, and you know what I mean. Public relations. That's when public relations was born. Okay, way back when, the beginning of our modern industrial revolution, when Tesla and Edison, you know, were bickering over alternating current or direct current, you know, and J.P. Morgan was sitting back just collecting all the money, you know. He was the BlackRock and the Vanguard back then, you know. He owned both sides of the coin, so he invested in both of them and said duke it out, you know, we'll see what happens. Tesla, in the end, his idea won out, but he didn't win out. His idea won out, and you know, alternating current ended up being what we use today. But that's only because it would have cost a lot more money, and it would have destroyed J.P. Morgan had they stayed with direct current. Um, the electricity would have never spread. The grid wouldn't be what it is today, because direct current it's a whole different animal, and it's a lot more dangerous without the invention of alternating current. So anyway, I got off topic there. I digress. Google reviews. Google reviews is a very, very effective way to push back against these people. Okay, you might not see the results right away, but it's something you can do. It's something that will be heard. Nobody can silence you there. So I went on, and I haven't actually tried this before. I just remember being, somebody telling me about it and how effective it was. So I didn't know what I could do. I was watching the live stream, and he's sitting there, and nobody's getting through to any phone numbers, which is not surprising. Nobody could get a hold of anybody. You got all of these federal paid employees there to assist in, disabled veterans' health care. And there's one vet who's just got a massive fucking headache for the last 3 weeks. And he just needs some fucking headache medicine, and nobody will help him. They keep giving him the runaround. And the people that are hiding are the doctors, the bosses, basically the bosses. They didn't like the fact that he was willing to, file a complaint, or he was willing to push back and demand the service that he was promised. And they didn't like that, because they took it as like a personal attack. So they made up a lie about him. And since he had a camera, they had him arrested like 3 weeks prior to this incident, I think it was. They had him arrested and everything else from another location. And so he's in the same boat as everybody else. He's got his stalkers, right? He's got his fan club. It's all the same theme that they use, and it's all the same people, right? In the good old boy gang, people that work for the government, right? That they rely on the good old boy gang to pay their bills, so they're not going to speak out. They're not going to be the one making all the noise, doing what's right, because what's right doesn't pay their bills. It's what pays their bills is keeping the investors happy, and like cops say, what's most important to them is getting home at the end of the day. They don't care about public safety. They don't care about your constitutional rights. They don't give a fuck. So that's what we're doing here, right? That's what the mission is. The mission is to wake everybody up, do a metaphorical smack on the head to everybody, wake them the fuck up, and remind them of what this country, why we have the freedoms that we do, and what has been sacrificed. And you got to kind of show them. I don't think they believe anybody when they think it's a joke, or they think it's a conspiracy theory, or it's just fear mongering when you tell them that they're gonna take our rights. You're not gonna be free to, the right to bear arms. You're not going to have that right. They're gonna take it away, and that's unconstitutional. It's illegal as it is. Any gun regulation is illegal, first of all. So they've already started. We are the least free country out of every country in the world, in the free world. Did you realize that we have the highest prison population per capita of any other free democratic country in the world? Is that a little eye-opening? How do we have more prisoners, more citizens imprisoned than any other country? America. That makes us like a third world country. We have more prisoners than any other country. That means we have more crime. So that means that whatever we've been doing hasn't been working, has it? Law enforcement and the justice system and the courts are supposed to be to rehabilitate people, to solve problems that lead to crime, to minimize crime so that we live in a safe, society. Not, you know what I mean? Not promote more crime so that we can fill up more prisons so that we can pack our fucking wallets even fuller, because it's a prison industrial complex is all it is. Then whenever they loosen the leash a little bit and they kick a bunch of them back out in the streets, everybody's, oh my God, they're letting all the prisoners out. Oh my God. People don't realize that from my point of view, when I was in Cambria County Prison a couple different times, for driving under suspension. That's it. I'm a criminal, right? Driving under suspension. Trying to get to work and back as a single dad with 2 kids. But I'm a criminal. But from my perspective, the people that I observed in prison, I would say a good 50%, at least 50% of the people that are in that facility are in there on some bullshit. That if it happened to you or your loved ones, you would be saying the same thing. You'd be like, what? This is unreal. This is bullshit, you know? Your perception of somebody because they go to jail or because they're labeled a criminal is totally different than what, reality is and what that person really is. Most people in jail are good people, some of the best people you're ever going to meet. And then, of course, you have your criminals. Of course you do, So it is, however, I've never been in a place that had such a concentration of stupidity all in one place than I ever had before than in that jail. And think about it. The cops are they're inept. They're not even qualified to do anything but beat people up and cuff them and, beat them up and cuff them and throw them in jail. They're not qualified to do anything else. So they're not very smart themselves. They got picked on in high school, and they just picked that job because they can, they can dish it out. They can get that position of authority, and so that is, I hate to say it, but that's the sad truth. We don't have the best of the best of the best, smart, intelligent, brave people with integrity just doing the right thing as our police officers like we should. We don't. Not at all. We got a bunch of butthurt, fucking vindictive people who they get a sense of satisfaction, right? By like it's like a kid who hurts animals, I don't understand it. I don't get it. How somebody could get satisfaction out of that. Anyway, the Angry Vet spent the first half of the day trying to help this guy. I did what I could, and I submitted this strongly worded letter. I took screenshots of every single employee in his video, as you can see here, and I suggest, you know what, AVA Live. I can't remember what it stands for. AVA Live. That's his channel on YouTube. If you're watching this, please feel free to take anything out of this video that you like. I can share any of this with you, but I want to show you something what I came across today, and that's what compelled me to bring this back up and finally upload this video. I told the Angry Vet I was doing this video that day, and I forgot to upload it. So, just a second here. I'm looking for. Okay, there we go. So what I got today, Lola, stop. That's my dog. All right. She always does this whenever I go to make a video or do something that, I would need a little focus or uninterruption. They always start making a bunch of noise, causing a ruckus. Hey, stop it. Be good. She's just a pup. She's only a year and a half old. So anyway, this is the video that I made, and I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's extremely long. But I'll show you just briefly here.
Don't know exactly who reported
What
that.
you
and
hear
not
in the
that it's
background
illegal.
They don't make appointments. You should know this. You work here.
Is
Now
a
nobody's
They
veteran
don't make medical appointments.
delay
They're like
just
put things into his
simply trying to get
schedule while
service.
he's in.
So you're telling me that if I somehow manage to make an appointment and it magically doesn't get canceled, that he will speak to me about these questions.
If you, like, let's say you call the call center, right? And you call the call center and said, I want to make an appointment with this specific doctor, right?
They're going to tell me no.
they might say yes but not know the context or any better, and that's more likely for that appointment.
I'm telling you exactly how it's going to go because I've been dealing with it for 2 weeks now, sir. All you have to do is answer those questions. You already got my medication, right? That was number 2. Number 1 is I still need to get those questions answered. She's the only one who can answer these questions.
We're gonna go
and she's
downstairs.
denying me service by refusing
see the
to
chief
answer
again.
these questions.
All right, that was a little bit.
That is my right as a patient.
I'm not that pretty to look at.
So
You see why they're doing that, right? He has a camera,
what
so
Why are they
it
doing
sounds
this?
like you want to do
All they gotta do is
sounds
give me
like
my
Dr.
injection
Atigat
and
wasn't
tell
answering
me
your
if they're
questions that you
still
wanted.
employing a demon.
Right.
so
Um,
you get the idea here. I'm
it
just
sounds
gonna
like you would rather
Go back up here.
Sergeant doctor.
No, I want to speak to somebody who can actually answer the question and somebody who can actually do something about Dr. Rathor stalking patients.
so he's being
So,
stalked and
The
harassed.
best
So
way
basically,
to
I
move forward,
didn't know these people, but I knew I knew he was telling the truth, right? He's not gonna make this stuff up. So I wrote their names down the best I could, the names that he mentioned. I took all their pictures. I submitted this to Google as a Google review with all their pictures. So I submitted all these pictures of these employees and this very long, strongly worded letter. While I watched this whole live stream, I was on here hours long.
They literally told me to come here.
right. I can't speak for the other people that have told you to come here, right? When you say
Patient here,
I'm gonna get
too.
an appointment with
Pass the buck
the
game.
Dr. Atigat's boss, right? I can look at it and say, well, if it's not a patient appointment because you're not
Because-
his patient and it's not a
Let's call him up on the phone. I'm pretty sure he can spare me 5 minutes.
That's not how.
I know that's not how it works here.
I don't even-
We need to change that because you guys aren't here for patients. You're here for yourselves. I'm here to get care. I want to know
Can I
what has
talk
been
to a-
taking action against
Can I
Dr.
talk to
Rathor
somebody?
for
Or are we just
stalking
gonna ignore me?
patients.
The best way to do that would be to go the route of either Advocate or IG, some
Okay, I'll just
other
come to the window
service
then.
that
I was
investigates.
waiting
Okay,
over there.
Let's pretend that office doesn't exist.
You're asking me to try to solve your problem, not factoring in all the tools that we have at our disposal.
Can I speak to the
write
chief,
revenue
please?
to patient advocate.
Who obviously doesn't feel it's necessary to be here, right?
We're waiting
I
for
told
what?
you before, right?
I can't hear you.
I cannot hear. I'm the one that kind of like was calm enough to
Yeah, I'm
talk to you.
confused. I don't know how
After
what
my
works.
camera, we got you
Stop using that as an excuse, man.
We got
There's
you.
going to be cameras every time I come here.
your medication,
Hello?
right? That should be picked up tomorrow afternoon, right?
Am
So,
I not-
I get
Can
my
you hear me?
care at the VA as well, right? So,
Can you hear me?
of all people, right? You've probably
I can't hear you.
talked in this system that probably may have like screwed you up for being like, oh, get off my plate.
Okay, can I speak to the chief?
I hope at this point you realize.
You're not a medical provider. I need to speak to a nurse, please. Can I speak to the nurse of primary care? I can't, bro. Come on.
See, they all keep turning him down. Every fucking one of them.
You're trying to help me out with what? Speak to the nurse.
Okay, triage nurse.
Any nurse.
Okay, one second.
I don't need to be triaged, man. You know that. Do I look like I'm injured right now?
No. I'm just.
And also, let me show you this one more time.
There's actually several people that I witnessed in the chat that have openly stated how
So they just
how is he
cancel
able
your
to hold
appointment.
hold it together.
No reason. Because they don't want to talk to me.
Yeah, they canceled his appointment. They keep trying to push him off. There's patient advocacy who tried that and realized that it's just a circle jerk. You know, that it's set up so that they can control people. It's just a fake place to make people think that they have a place to voice their,
So they're currently
advocate for
hiding
patients, but they
the
don't.
chief of primary care. They're not going to let me speak to him or her, even though I had an appointment on paper. Sorry.
They're hiding. The chief of primary
These people
care.
are insane here.
He has to come out sometime. But they claim that they were threatened by him.
They're telling me that the only way to get help is through the patient. All right, sorry, I keep answering texts. That's why it keeps dropping out. I'm trying to figure things out right now. Pay for.
Yeah.
So they're double dipping on that.
Yep.
All right, guys, can you hear me? Can you?
I'll do some shout outs real quick. I can't talk over. I can't.
It's real simple. They all know. He's explained this to all
But
of them.
I'm sure at this moment that they're not calling me a nurse.
You know, I've never really experienced the VA at all. I've heard bad horror stories about it.
They
but
can't tell me why my appointment was canceled. All they know is it was canceled.
Quick background. Got approved for community care. Then community care sends him outside, says, okay, you got primary care now outside. They'll call you, yada, yada, yada. Nobody calls him, right? It's time for his medication, for his migraines, for his shot. And next thing you know, they're refusing. They tell, he calls them and says, I need help. I need my medication. What's going on with this scan that he found? And they literally tell him, we can't help you because you are in community care.
yeah, it's a circle
Yeah.
jerk. It's a fucking run around, round, round, round.
True story.
See how many times they can spin them around.
We can't help you because you're in community
You know
care.
what I mean? It's crazy.
Hi, can I speak to a nurse?
He's done.
Is that the number that was in the pinned link?
Please do. That's why I'm making this video.
Yeah, 561-7400.
All right, well, that's what the security guard said too. Just been standing here waiting.
This is being shared by the Angry Vet.
Yep. I'll talk to you over here,
see
sir.
that body camera. They're afraid of that fucking body camera. So what we should be
Okay.
afraid of the pigs then, right? All the pigs wear body cameras.
Yeah, somebody, finally.
All right, here we go.
All right.
So,
Fucking chief.
I believe that
I don't have a primary care provider right now. You guys are denying me my medication. I've been asking some
Stop!
people.
Ask.
doctor out of account.
Okay,
He's
so
trying
are
to
you
figure out-
are you denying me services then?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So how do you expect me to believe you're going to get me my medication?
Immobile.
No, that's the problem.
No,
it's
it's
non-formulary. I get it from my outside provider. Can't renew a consult if nobody tells me.
So all of this is just
Gonna let me speak to her?
I can see if she's with a patient.
You guys just canceled
See,
it
they're
because you
trying
felt that it was necessary to do that.
it's probably a money reason. They just
Cancel care.
see what I mean. 91656,
And again,
and he has it right in
Why?
his hand.
Because you're getting primary care out in the community.
so I
No, he's
explained it to you
not.
now, and you understand why
This-
it didn't work, right?
Oh my god.
So I'm here now to get this
Are
appointment.
these people retarded?
So, I'm not saying that I won't try my best to like trouble.
So things move quickly here, all right? I understand that. I had an appointment.
Mhm.
Your team decided to cancel on me, not inform me. I would like my appointment so I can ask my questions. I'm not here to cause a ruckus. All of your staff believe I'm a threat because of a false lie that Indipre Thor made, and that's why I'm here to speak to the chief of primary care. Would you like me to go further in on how I know that she was stalking me online?
No.
That's why I'm here.
Because I have no handle.
That's why I'm telling you that it'd be best not to battle me on the situation. Community.
That,
Right there, second sentence, first row.
Did they check that or did
Yes, and they told me
I will go see if I can.
I would have
Okay,
punched him, dude.
well, let's see what happens, I guess.
this isn't a
Purpose.
On the 13th. I'm gonna go see if I can talk to him.
Roddy.
Why does he have that? Does he know he has a stupid look on his face? Is that on purpose? Fucking tool. What a retard. I would have punched him. I would have.
Okay,
I would have.
Work here.
Mike, good to see you, Jay Abbott.
Hey,
Let's overturn.
Northwoods is in here.
They can't make money off of you. They don't want nothing to do with you.
Yeah, truth.
And their excuse is that I have primary care in the community. I've been waiting for primary care in the community for almost a month now.
Age,
I have a little bit of respect left for other people, non-VA employees.
let's start calling that number.
VA, everybody being here.
His channel, I
Can't see
believe.
the chat, and I apologize. I didn't set that up. I wasn't too.
Thank you, Stephanie.
I was a little phone
Resigned.
call.
Somebody said.
Won't let you
But now I'm
talk
just sitting
to.
here waiting,
any
waiting
chief.
to be told no again.
Maybe the cops are coming from Mather and they're just caught up in traffic, but at least he's
No.
leaving me alone now.
No, they're just waiting you out.
Maybe they told him to just back up.
They want to get you fired
Um,
up, right? So that so you lash out. They want you to cause violence so they can turn you into a statistic.
Yeah, I don't want to leave.
They can
I
use
just woke
you.
up. I don't want to leave because in case the cops come.
You know what I mean?
We
You're
need to
right-
start pushing this link,
you're
guys.
right
This
there.
live.
That's what it's about.
Put a fresh battery in there.
I'm convinced of it.
Main information line 1-800-698-2411. Oh, that's your VA. My bad. Sorry.
They won't look at them. They won't acknowledge them. You know.
Why would the chief of primary care be with a patient?
So I just want to point out this is that Ming Ling?
Pre-recorded.
I think
This
that's
is like a
Ming
month
Ling.
ago, so you don't need to go calling those numbers. This is
So
not
they wear
happening
like
right now.
no sleeve scrubs here now?
Yeah, that was weird.
Okay.
It's Ming Ling. I found her.
Oh, she's a tyrant.
Buttcrack News Network.
100%. She's a tyrant.
Yep, Buttcrack News Network. I found Ming
Look
Ling.
at her looking, side-eyeing.
That's what it is. They're hiding Ming Ling.
Come on, guys. I don't want to be standing here all day.
They don't want the camera because they got Ming Ling in witness protection.
Manager. God damn it.
The sooner I leave.
I'm sorry?
So the faster I speak to her, the faster I leave.
Yeah, I'm reaching out for you.
Thank you.
It's crazy. You have to point these things out to people, right? Like, listen, you don't have to have a bad day. You could just do your job, and everybody's happy, right? This dude.
You know, that
And we'll
that
sell
was
it
the
again
charge
then.
nurse that I was speaking to before. Was the nurse manager available? Wasn't available. President on the wall.
They're probably laughing, like, I'm not going out there. You go out there. No, I'm not going out there. Right?
And
Where's the go?
VA here
It's magic.
is refusing to see me. Won't let me see anybody.
They don't believe
Oh,
it.
look at that Hawk fan live.
Fast previous primary care told them I was going to come in here and delete all of them.
They just, they know that it's
Because
not gonna happen.
supposedly she knew other doctors that had been deleted for similar
Of course,
circumstances.
just like
You've
cops,
never seen this, right?
like
No,
cops
no. You've been
know
waiting to
about
see it.
I brought
their
73-year-old Vietnam veteran.
So who do I ask for
cars
next?
been broken into, and they know about.
Protecting patient information. Who's in that office over there?
Now that he's done.
What's going on?
It's an unseen battle. American veterans, our heroes, are caught in a web of bureaucratic red tape. They've traded the front line for the waiting line, their
Is
needs
live
neglected
still
by the
going?
very institution designed for their support, the Veterans
Yeah.
Administration.
Oh, no, that's my
Stories abound of delayed care, insurance
Oh.
snafus, and administrative oversights. These brave souls who once stood for us now need us to stand for them. It's time to demand change, to push for reform, to ensure our heroes receive the care they so rightly deserve. Because in the end, honoring our veterans should mean more than just a salute.
Yeah.
This is the unseen
This is
battle,
live
the
still.
fight for better care for our American
That's what I'm
veterans.
trying to figure out.
In the
There
land
it
of the
is.
Just want some fucking.
Okay, share this tab. I can bet. All right.
Can do it. You better not fucking.
I love that.
Don't break this. She said yes.
Is in the house.
Why not?
Fuck.
So
Yeah.
here is.
Accountability here. There's a doctor here that stalks her patients, so be aware.
Sorry about that, but here is.
And they like it like that. They won't do nothing. They cover it up.
If you didn't get to read this before,
Till right now. So, again, I appreciate y'all being here. And I'm going to go ahead and head out. Thank you for your support. See you guys around.
So as all right,
So here's
okay,
I mean, I went
just
on for quite a
no
while.
worries. Deep breath.
put
I
some
love
time
you.
and effort into this review.
All right,
okay?
brother. See ya.
And I'll read it in case you don't feel like reading it. I said, I witnessed the complete
All right,
breakdown in this
so
facility's concern for the health care
one thing
of
that you
Americans who serve this country
all
by
witnessed
volunteering
was
to protect and serve the very
trying
people
to get a hold
who
of
have been mistreated and
somebody
discriminated against
through
them,
via
and
phone.
tried to get help.
Okay, all the
It's a
phone
very
numbers
paid
that
for
you
review.
found, that you guys
Specifically,
found, the
Julian Castro,
subscribers,
Dr. Mark
every
Jones,
single
Chip
phone number
Mark.
was an answering machine, right?
These employees all refused
Couldn't
to
get
provide
couldn't
services.
get through to
One of them
anybody.
was a threat because he
Okay,
was armed with a camera, and they feared
that's
accountability.
bad. That's
So
very
now you
bad,
don't find out
and
that
it's
they're
by
listening to
design.
everything they
It's
do
all by
all day, every
design
day.
to
They refused to
circumvent
even answer simple
and
questions that would have
and
solved the entire issue. He spent
for you to
3
give
hours
up.
getting the runaround
Well, fuck
of
it.
every
I don't
person
need
he
the
dealt
help.
with.
Fuck it. Well, let me just
That
go
went
fucking.
on.
You fucking watching this?
So what did he say there?
Cause you're just as fucking bad. Let's play a short.
See, now that's
You
genuine.
think it fits this situation?
That's genuine. You know what I mean? You can't say that the Angry Vet's grifted or wants attention. You can tell he's genuine. That's why he has the following that he does. You know what I mean?
How do I get that? Just can
He
you
doesn't have
can you drop the
motivation
link
to be fucking fake
or
like yourself, right? And he doesn't have the patience for
can you
these
send me the
fucking
link?
fake
I don't.
motherfuckers, right?
All right.
So
Give me a
when
second.
you see the drama from
My
GS,
PTSD is through the
you know,
fucking roof right now,
right? GS
and I can't do two things at
safety,
once.
you need to understand one very important thing. It's not purpose drama on my side or the Angry Vet side or for public safety side. It's a legitimate.
Go to your channel and drop the link here so I can just click on it
call out, like he needs called out.
and
Said himself,
bring it up
GS said, hey, if
into
I,
my
if I
fucking
make a
computer
mistake, you know,
tabs.
then call me out,
Please.
you know, and I'll answer for it. Or if I disagree, whatever, or I'll have a rebuttal.
Fuck.
But, you know,
So
that's what we'll do, like adults, right?
AVA's charging his
That's what they
thing.
did.
Well,
They called him
what
out
we'll
on it.
do
They
is
asked
we'll
him
watch
questions, and he flipped his fucking
some
lid,
video
and he started doing the same thing that all of
real
these
quick.
fucking people do.
AVA is going to come up on panel and we'll talk about it.
You know, they're all trained the same way. There's no way they all do the same shit, the same tactics, right? Against the same group of people, right? They all do the same fucking shit, and they all have no problem lying, right? They lie and they mislead the viewers to think that the person that they're talking about is something
damn
they're
it.
not. It's dishonest on its face.
Is that
It's
it?
dishonest.
Play for
You know,
2
they do
seconds?
that,
Hold on.
and then they go even further,
I'm so
and
fucked.
they blame the other person
I'm
for
on
doing
San
that to them,
Joaquin's shit.
when it's the opposite. That's why it's so hard
Hold on.
to recognize unless you look at both sides. You have to look at all of it. You have to. Anybody that looks at all
Okay.
of it,
Hold
anybody
on,
that looks
hold
at the whole
on,
thing,
hold on.
who's a neutral party, is going to see what the truth is. You are going to have so the people that have seen the whole thing, they've seen both sides, and they still side with like the fraud at Wranglers or the, you know, generally specifics, or people like that. You really got to
Hand of the free and the home of the fuck me in the face.
Stop and think about it and understand.
But I
these people
can't
aren't
get it.
stupid, right? They care what people think. So why are they so willing to
I can't get it.
continue to make lies online?
I'll share it to the
None of them
community.
None of them will admit, okay, I was wrong, and, you know, none of them make amends. You know, if they do, they
I don't know how. Hold
just
on.
for a brief time.
Let me do
to
this.
get back in the target's good
Let
graces so they can fuck
me
'em over again.
share it
That's exactly what it's done. It's happened to me
to
over and over
email.
again,
Let me
I've
share
done
it to email. Hold on.
You know, I like to think everybody's good. So
More.
people do, you know,
Yahoo.
stuff that suggests that they are trying to discredit me
New
for
Life
some
Bear.
reason. You know, it's beyond just butthurt. You know, they do this stuff. It's not even vindictive.
I'm on 11 fucking %.
It's like
God
beyond
damn
that.
it.
They're not afraid of what people think about them. They're only afraid. Their only objective, their main goal, is just to present a narrative. So if anybody in the future comes online and looks at it, and they look at the comments section, or they look at a conversation in a blog, right?
Or wait a minute, I could do this. I didn't have to do all that horse shit. God damn it.
Okay, the people
Just
that
open up
are
a new
not
tab
involved at the time, the people that
with
just come in
my
later on and look at the situation.
live,
That's what they're
right?
worried about. They're worried about how they can make a situation.
Oh, look at that. I gotta change that fucking
to new people. They don't care about
I gotta change that fucking
people that already exposed them.
thumbnail.
They don't care. They know that those people already
Hold on. Northwood Press in the house.
trying to convince them.
Let's
They
see.
don't care. They
Shorts.
understand that.
Boom.
They really don't care
There we go.
about new
Hold on.
people because they don't know these people.
Hold on.
It's
I'm almost
their
there.
job, you see. So
I am almost there.
They get
Could have said it better. How do I
basically
see what I mean,
evaluated
Brandon?
on,
Like
how
I
good they
totally
do their
suck at
job,
this
right?
shit.
So they get evaluated on their ability to basically contribute to the false narrative. Okay.
Is
The false narrative being whatever.
there's no fucking sound. Like what the fuck?
The face.
So that was the video. Now I want to show you why it came up today. Okay? And the reason that it came up today is because I got an email. Okay? And it says just exactly what I just told you. It says a lot of people are seeing your photos on Google Maps. So I went on Google Maps, and that's where I left my review, because this was a business on Google Maps, okay? So people go and look up a business if they're looking for directions. So anybody who goes and looks up directions, it brings you to the business page, you know? And on that business page, you'll see all the reviews that people leave. You'll see pictures that people leave, you know? Any information they want to add to that for that business. Like I said, it's highly, highly effective. So this was... see, I got this email 2 days ago, but this has been, what, 3 weeks maybe since this happened. And it says, your photos are helping in a big way. See, Google knows what's up, right? It says, congrats, your photos just reached a new milestone. Collectively, they've now been viewed over 1,000 times, helping lots of people get the information they need. See what I'm saying? Then you go down, right? And more of your recent milestones. This is the only review I ever left. Okay, it was exactly a month ago, May 7th, 2024. 100 plus total views, 50 plus this week. There's the post, right? For this business, I gave them, you have to give them 1 star at least. You can't leave them less than 1 star, so that's the only reason they got 1. And then you go down a little further, and then boom, 100 plus total views, 100 plus views this week. And there it is again. See how... You see how fast, how effective, how many people you can reach, you know, with your review. Now, don't be part of the problem and go leaving false reviews. You know, that's part of the problem. You're no better than them if you go and leave a false review, and it's not based on any truth. If you do it just to hurt somebody or hurt a company, and it's not actually based on the service you received or anything, that will screw up the whole system, right? And then it creates a false... Then you can't trust Google reviews. Nobody can trust it. Just like fucking YouTube. People come on YouTube and they hear something, and anymore, what you hear is not the truth anymore. Like, half the time you hear people when they're just fucking making shit up on YouTube. Well, it's up to us to keep everybody honest, to keep this stuff true, you know? There's gonna be fucking... people that are dicks and people that do this, but we can each do our part. Don't be part of this problem. Be part of the solution. You know. So here, let's see the post here, and you can see all the pictures. I'll show you all the pictures of every staff member. I thought they were pretty good pictures too. So this is me. Oh, I have 9 contributions. Wow. I wonder what my 9 contributions are. But here's the place, the Veterans Affairs or VA Northern California Healthcare System. Let's see. Get rewards for your contributions. Already be a level 3 local guide. Ooh, I'm a guide or some shit, huh? Oh, okay, 6 photos and 3 reviews. So I left 6 photos and 1 review just on this one post. So if we look at the photos, right? I can't get to them from there. Okay, here's my contributions. Well, let's close that, and we'll look at photos, right? So here are the photos you posted publicly. To add more, search for a place and click add photo. You see how easy it is? So it got 1,179 views already. Okay. And when we go down here, you can clearly see there's the security guards. See, I wonder if I can get this to be any bigger. You know what, I can do this. Oops. There we go. So, I guess I can't get this to be any bigger, huh? There we go, okay. Yeah, we can just scroll through them here. So that's a pretty good one, right? She looks like a bitch, doesn't she? So does she. He just looks like a fucking douchebag. I'm sorry. That face, when he gave you that look, that weird, stupid, dumbfounded look that he gave you, I don't think I would have been able to hold back. I would have throat punched his ass. I mean, it was... Okay, where's the other photo? Because I took a photo of you too on here. It didn't show up. No user photo available in here. Okay. So anyway, see if I scroll down over here, you can just see the top of it. There we go. Oh no, that's weird. It took your picture out of there. It had 30 views, but for some reason it's gone. There's the picture right there. There's the link. But it won't let me view that picture. I don't know why. That's strange. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's not a big deal because we didn't need your picture in there anyway, you know? See, there's her picture. His picture, and then there's that one. Don't ask me why. That's good though. So, and it won't let me go down anymore. So anyway, the reviews. If we go to the reviews, here is the review. I gotta like that, right? And so here's the whole review, okay? So I will share this on my community tab. I'll share this review just to give you an idea of, you know, of what the review looks like. But like I said, okay, so we already read that. We don't need to read it again. So I wonder if it comes up now. Nope. But this one here, we're processing the photo, it says. Check back later. See, I get weird shit that happens on my computer like this all the time. Whatever. Okay. So, and here's the details of the place. See, and this is everybody has done this at one point or another. They've searched for directions for a place online, and you get this format, you know, this template for a result. and you got your directions. You have nearby, um, about, reviews. See the reviews right there? You have the overview. So overall, they have 3.3. See, there's only been 48 reviews. See, a lot of people they don't leave reviews. So I'm telling you, you actually do have a chance to be, actually reach a lot of people and make get the truth out there about the business, that if they're mistreating you or they're, um, they refuse to serve, to give you service or anything. So let's look at the reviews. Let's read some of these other reviews. I wonder. So I don't want to edit my review. The other reviews are nowhere near this long, I'm sure. Oh, look at this one, 2 months ago. Well, maybe this is him, I don't know. No, it can't be, I don't think. It says, the VA, including the medical staff at McClellan McClellan, do not care about your mental health. They've proven this to me time and time again. If they're refusing your treatment, there are several things you can do to advocate for yourself. Number 1, correspond via email when possible. My doctor sent me a very aggressive email in all caps, which I plan to show to the medical board. File a congressional complaint with your congressperson. The information can be found with a simple internet search. I filed a complaint and received a reply a few days later from the VA after months of my correspondence being ignored by supervisors. 3. Complain to the medical board, especially if it concerns a specific doctor or healthcare provider. These people work for us, veteran taxpayer dollars. So 62 reviews, 32 photos, that this person, and this is 2 months ago, so this is a month before my review. So I just wondered, mine was 4 weeks ago. Ariel Anderson says, I've had more than a few bad experiences with this location in the past couple years. I get the feeling primary care is understaffed, overworked, and courteous treatment of patients is not a priority. After my recent interaction, I'm looking at switching to a different VA location. So that, what, 3 for 3 here so far, right? And I believe by default they usually highlight the, I don't know about Google here, but I know like Amazon, they highlight the top reviews to start with, and then they go from there. Let's see, so Robert Avalos. This is 5 months ago. I called the dental here over 100 times. They only answered the phone once. That's what happened that day. We couldn't get a hold of anybody. When they picked up the phone, they just hung up on me, so they don't have to work. Bad dental office. You will never get through. You will never get a call back. Bad VA, bad dental office. Fire whoever runs the dental clinic. I mean, this is just. It's not like this is just one person with a bad experience or somebody's perspective, and they're being highly critical. No, that's that bad. So, here's a local guide. A year ago, the VA is the finest healthcare system in the world according to my not-so-humble estimation. I find that they provide excellent care in every area. They focus on natural cures with me because that's what I like. I get physical therapy. I get acupuncture. I get chiropractic. I do not get those at McClellan, only the physical therapy. It is awesome. It is a treatment that I have the ability to depend on because it works. Everything they do there has worked for me. The kindness of the receptionist, the effectiveness they have in doing their job, the therapist, the person who's the head of the department who does like a triage with you, Matt, all of them fantastic. No issues of any kind with the VA in any area. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Kenneth Asploff, maybe he's trolling, right? Or Kenneth Asploff is maybe his wife works there or something like that. You know, it's hard to say. Usually, when they go above and beyond, like they leave these crazy reviews that are quite contradicting or contrary to the other ones. You got to ask yourself, how does that happen? You know. Well-run clinic. I had an eye exam and they were great. Okay, well, you had an eye exam. That's very possible that you had a successful eye exam. Kenny Barton. Some of the doctors and staff seem to be way overstressed and sometimes rude. They're probably dealing with being understaffed, which isn't good for the patient nor the medical staff. Sharp, rude, ununderstanding comments and situations and simple mishaps are easily to be seen or thought about from patients. We are all only human. No need to be rude. Accidents can happen. Wrong medications, too much of it, not compensating for whatever it may be. The doctor I see does not listen to the patients, only has her agenda to book all sorts of appointments at her facility. One minute she is pushing community care, the next minute she won't renew my visits. Also, another thing, I don't care who in the world is taught, however they're taught, but nobody knows how anybody else feels but that person. Patients don't seem to realize that they can call the actual White House VA complaint department about their doctors, and they can also contact KCRA 3 and other news platforms. See, it's so bad that the people that are leaving reviews are leaving instructions and guidance for other people because they're confident that other people are experiencing the same shitty fucking care that they're getting. Here's a 5-star. 3 years ago. First time visited this VA clinic today, and first impression to this place and staffs were great. As I walked up to the entrance, they guided me through where I was supposed to go or see for my appointment. The primary care assistant, assuming a nurse, noticed that this was my first time visiting, so she walked me through from A to Z instead of just telling me where to go. I really appreciated all the staffs with hard work during this sensitive time. And that's Han Kim. Anybody think that was a relation to that one nurse without the sleeves, that had her sleeves rolled up? Ming Ling. See, Trina Thompson says, my husband is a disabled retired veteran. We have a great response for his mental health appointments. However, his primary care is a joke. I have personally attended, and Dr. Tito doesn't even care what is in his chart. He will not pursue the issues my husband continually experiences. He needs radiology referrals and someone to actually examine him. We've put in requests to change physicians. I've called and been told, the clinic supervisor will return my call. Nothing is being done. My husband is in constant pain and needs medical attention. He had surgery from a top bicep at Mather with excellent care and follow-up. Physical therapy at McClellan, again excellent. His primary care needs to be addressed, and he should not need to see a doctor that ignores all of his issues that need to be addressed. I agree. I mean, this is their job. There's a reason they make so much fucking money at it. Oh, look, response from the owner 6 years ago. I'm sorry to hear about your experience at our outpatient clinic. I encourage you to reach out to our patient experience office. You can contact them using information found at this link. Northern California VA Gov Patients, customerservice.asp. Also feel free to contact our McClellan OPC patient advocate at this number. Yeah, that's a joke. That's a joke. They kept running him around in circles. They kept directing him to the patient advocate, and the patient advocate would send him back to the other people. It was a circle. It was just a game they were playing. So we'll read one more, and then I'll move on here. So I've actually had nothing but great results from both the McClellan and Mather staff. I've always heard about how poor VA healthcare is. Well, it's been a plus for me. I'd give 5 stars for the help they've given me. Thanks, folks. Well, there you go. See, I'm not being biased. I'm not failing to read the good reviews. Like I said, you got to look at both sides. You got to look at a whole entire situation to get gain a good grasp of this, of the good perception of the whole big picture. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, long story short, go see 2 stars, 5 stars, 1 star. See, they used to respond here, it looks like. David Sutton. I saw David Sutton already, didn't I? Okay, see, something tells me that these are people that work there or something. That they go there and they just leave these comments. It would make sense. This people do that, you know. If they work somewhere, they will go in. The employees will go in and they'll make up fake accounts and shit too. And they'll go in and they'll create, the appearance, the illusion, for anybody looking online of like great service, you know, to, just because they deal with less problems that way, you know. If it's clear by looking online that there's a lot of problems and somebody files a complaint, well, then they're more obliged to look into it. They're kind of holding their feet to the fire because they don't want to be held liable knowing that there was known problems, a history of known problems, and they still neglected to do anything because they would be the ones on the hook for it then, right? Shit rolls downhill, especially in the military. So, this is the area here in California, the McClellan Outpatient Clinic in the VA in it's right above northern Sacramento there, California. So, good thing I'm nowhere near there. And the Angry Vet wanted to know where I'm at here. I'm going to show you here. And I just saw our local VA on the news. From the looks of it, after looking into it a little bit, James Tackix. Tackix is he's the animal hospital. He's a really good veterinarian. But from the looks of it, from what I've seen on YouTube and from the reviews that I've read, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say RVA is probably up there among some of the better ones. So right here, you see these areas because that's where I live in Patton. So Patton Pharmacy right there. But if you scroll in right here to Altoona, okay, this is where the VA is. Matter of fact, it is right over here. There's right here. This big area right here is all the VA, I believe. Just waiting for it to come up. Yeah, see? Right here. See, we have a memorial there. They just did work on it too. It's really sharp looking. They just did a like a commemorative thing. Here, tell you what. Let's do this here. So this should be, that's the terrain, isn't there? Oh yeah, we want the satellite view. Okay. So this is our VA center right here, Department of Veteran Affairs. Now, I actually worked construction. I worked on this place for like 2 days years ago. But it's this big ass place right here. It's a VA hospital. It's a pretty big hospital. And it's like this entire area right here. It actually goes all the way down to this road over here, Pleasant Valley Boulevard and Fairway Drive. It's in everything from here down to here. And you can enter on both sides. And if you come in right down here, there's the memorial and everything. It's really nice. Actually, that's just like I don't know, like a place to sit and hang out. But the memorial's up here. Let me take you up here. This is the memorial right here. And the pictures don't do it any justice, but it's really nice looking. So, Kevin, if you ever do come this way, Altoona, PA, I'm sure you're familiar enough with the area to be able to find that. I'm about 20 minutes, half hour from Altoona where I'm at, but this is the memorial right here. I think this is the wall they were talking about that they just remodeled and put in the memorial. So it's pretty nice. It looks really nice from the ground. I didn't know they had that big pond there. I never saw that from the road. But when you come down here, there's all kinds of stuff right in this area here, in the middle of Altoona. There's a mall and everything up here. Then you got everything you could think of right down here. Cracker Barrel. You got a Walmart. You got all kinds of shit. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And then not far away, here's the VA home. Okay. Well, not here. I'm sorry. It's right here. My mother used to work here at the VA home. So that's all of this stuff right here. This is all the VA home right here. Or wait, yeah, here we go. One more, yeah. Oops. Oh shit. So you have, they're pretty close by. You got the VA home, and you have the VA hospital within less than a mile from each other. So here we go. Where are we at here? Morzoni's, okay, that's Duncansville. That's Hollidaysburg. Where'd I go? Okay. I see. Okay, yeah, there we go. So here's, see, there's Chick-fil-A, Walmart. There's a great big Target and Sportsman's. This is where the Sportsman's Warehouse. This is where I bought all my guns, right here. Sportsman's Warehouse. Right there, it's the big box, you know, the big box store. You know, I got better price there than I could have found anywhere. I used to work for the guy, for the owner, one of the owners. He's part owner of this Summit Athletic Club. It's probably the biggest athletic club in the area, and they just built a convention center right over here, a big ass convention center, and they have right on the hill here they have a Holiday Inn and a movie theater. I worked on both of these, and then there's the convention center, and over here this is I grew up around this right here. I'll show you here. Oops, okay. Right over here. Brush Mountain Road. Okay, I went too far. So that's Frankstown Road. Right here. Okay. It's closer than I thought. Right here. This is Lakemont Park. This used to be a theme park. Okay, and that's right here. Here's all this other stuff. This is right over the hill here, tucked in real nice and neat. It's Lakemont Park. This is the home of the world's oldest operating roller coaster. I don't think it's operating anymore, and I think they tore it down. But this is where it used to. Right there, it is. Leap the Dips. Leap the Dips, and I'm not exaggerating. It's been closed my entire life, but it's still standing. This is the world's oldest roller coaster right here. I'm pretty sure the world's oldest roller coaster, not just the United States. But that's Lakemont Park, and years ago when I was growing up, they just put this in. That's the go-kart track, and this is the big roller coaster here, Skyliner or whatever. But they put the Blair County ballpark in. We got a minor league baseball team, the Altoona Curve, right? Because Altoona's known for its for the railroad, the Horseshoe Curve, and historic Horseshoe Curve, and the railroad, all the tracks that go through Altoona, and then they head up the mountain and they go through the historic Galitzin tunnels and they go around the Horseshoe Curve. But anyway, that's what the theme was. The Altoona Curve was for the ballpark. Okay, when I was a kid, none of this was here. None of it. This was all actually swampland right there, and the park was here. But we could just walk down to the park because right here, my dad's his girlfriend for 20-some years lived exactly 2 blocks up. Right here. There it is. That's it right there. So my dad remodeled this house. Now back then this house was she got it inherited She inherited the house, and it was about to fall over. It was appraised for $8,000, borderline on condemned. And my dad took that house and just slowly did all the work to it, just based on materials we brought home off the job, stuff like that. And in a few years, without putting any money into it, the house was appraised for $100,000. And now today, because they developed all this, if you own a property right in here in this area of town, you probably you're quadrupled your investment. And then right here, the employer I worked for, I think he's still actually doing stuff. He purchased the Park Hills Golf Club, so I did a bunch of work here at the Park Hills Golf Club. So I not only worked construction, I got to work for the high end, like the high end clientele around this area, right? I mean, it's construction at the end of the day. It's still construction. I did residential and commercial construction. But the people in this area, okay, they live pretty much down here in Hollidaysburg, okay? Hollidaysburg is where, there's more money here in Hollidaysburg. And this is the county seat for Blair County, the county beside mine. This is where the courthouse is and everything. There's a lot of money right here in Hollidaysburg. And it's just right off the beaten path from Altoona. Altoona is like I said, it's just right here. There's Altoona. And what is this here? Oh, that's actually a graveyard there. Very, very nice graveyard. And then you go over the highway here. On the other side of Altoona, I'll show you here. I don't know why I don't do these more often here. Videos like showing this area off. Right on the other side, see here's the Railroaders Memorial Museum, okay? And the Railroaders Memorial Museum right there in downtown Altoona. And the UPMC has a big setup right here. And if I zoom out a little bit more, right here. Oops, where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. I'm looking at the roof. You can't really see it. This is the Altoona Hospital. This is a big hospital for the area. So we did snow removal in the wintertime, and here Amtrak, we have an Amtrak station here. I would go and do the snow removal at Amtrak at the train station, stuff like that. Lots of, here's the Vets Field Baseball Park. It's a decent area. There's not a lot of crime down here. It's not like the cities are quite yet. It's getting there, but here's the Benzel's Pretzels. Okay, right here. This is what I wanted to point out. WTAJ television station. Okay, I worked inside this building quite a bit too. We remodeled their studios, and the owner of the building, we built his house. Tony Bimbachi. Now, Tony Bimbachi, he started a company called Digital Solutions Incorporated, and he has offices inside this building because he owns the building, okay? And we actually built a house inside this warehouse. There's a wooden house in the back of this, right back here. And the studios, the new studios are up here in the front. But the back corner here is where he has his offices. What Digital Solutions Incorporated does is they designed and developed the systems, okay, that are used by the Department of Corrections, the Bureau of Prisons, state, county, and federal, like all the prisons up and down the East Coast. They all use these kiosks, to put money in for your commissary and your phone systems and everything like that. It's all run by the guy right here in this little building, Digital Solutions Incorporated, Tony Bimbachi. I mean, lot of money right there in this guy, and the prison industrial complex. So you can imagine the connections that we had. So this is WTAJ, the news channel that my brother, he played in this building for We Are Central PA Live. Like at least 2 or 3 times he would play on TV on this news show, this news thing that they had. So he thinks he's a celebrity, and he got to talk to and meet and kind of not rub elbows, but he kind of got to know a lot of the people that had money in this area, because we did the work for them. Like I said, my boss owned Park Hills Country Club, okay? Right here. Park Hills Country Club, there's a country club right up here on the hill. He owned the Summit Athletic Club. He was a part owner of Slinky Action Zone. He owns a restaurant over here. It's a great restaurant. It is called, and if you're ever down this way, I highly suggest you check out this restaurant. Prime Sirloin Buffet, right there. It's anything you can imagine. Prime Sirloin Buffet, they have it there. And we remodeled that place. I worked on that place and did I personally ripped all the tile up and did a lot of the painting and remodeling there in the kitchen. And in the parking lot, there's the Slinky Action Zone. And Slinky, the toy, the Slinky. The Slinky was invented, right, by a guy by the last name of James. Okay, Betty James was his wife. Betty James had a house right near here. There was a mansion. One of the richest people in the area, because the Slinky was invented in Hollidaysburg, PA. The factory was located in Hollidaysburg, PA. And if you look there at Prime Sirloin here, Prime Sirloin Buffet, you have that. This is the buffet right here, this little building. This big building is actually Slinky Action Zone. It's a kids play zone with tubes and ball pits and arcade and laser tag and go-karts. And then the other side is Apple Harley Davidson right here. There's a Harley shop right on the other side of it. And then right here you have a Sheetz and you have a Meadows ice cream. And it's Meadows original ice cream. Like, there's a lot of historic places right around here. And then here's something else I need to point out. This is a good one here. This place right here, Meadowbrook Lane. This, Altoona Center for Clinical Research. Now this has a lot to do, or at least they know what's up with the Brain Initiative and what's going on with targets and what's going on with people in the mind control shit, because for years and years and years, Dr. Kivitz is his name, one of the richest doctors in that town. We built this building. We built this office right here, did work on his home. Dr. Kivitz is they do sleep studies. So they pay people to come here and sleep, and then they get their brain data and do sleep studies. So what do you think they're doing with that brain data? That's what they're using. That's the Brain Initiative. They need a whole bunch of data, right, on people in their different states, brain states. So, what are they doing with that data? They're trying to affect people in their sleep while they're sleeping. What's happening to somebody while they're sleeping in that brain data? It's not just like sleep apnea. It's not what it's for. It's clinical research. So they're doing sleep studies. That's the whole point of this place. They don't they don't treat people for illnesses or anything. They just pay people $75. You go, you pay $75. You go there, they strap a bunch of shit to your head, and then you stay the night, and you get $75. But you imagine how much money they're making off of that shit? Way more than $75, I can guarantee you that. And then right over here across the road is the Army National Guard. They built this pretty recently. It used to be on the other side of town. So this is the Frankstown that used to be on Frankstown Mountain. They had an armory over by the ballpark, and they moved when they built this place. And it's like I said, right here by the VA home. This is the VA home. All of this stuff. Yeah, the Veterans Home. Hollidaysburg Veterans Home. PA Department of Military Vet. See that? So that, my mother worked here for a few years. But what's weird, she worked in the kitchen. She didn't work for the federal government. She worked for the state. But, see, it's the Pennsylvania Department of Military Vets. It's a veterans home, but it's not federal, it's state, I guess. So, and look here, you can go get your psychic reading by Tilly while you're stopping by there, you know what I mean? So, I just wanted to show all that, point all that shit out, and show the effectiveness that just leaving a review on Google would do. So, you know, if you don't think there's anything else you can do, nobody will listen, you can always do something. Always do something. So, just remember, you know, don't be a victim. If you've been wronged and nobody will help you and you don't know where to turn or what to do, you don't give up. You know, there's always something you can do. Even if you help somebody else, you're going to help the overall cause, and you're going to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. So, with that being said, be good or be good at it. Peace out.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
Therefore, you
Not,
should
like,
probably
outside of his normal
Okay, so
I don't know exactly who would coordinate
what
that.
you
and
hear
not
in
that
the
it's
background
They don't
They
make
all
appointments.
abandon
You should know this, you worked here.
is
Now
a
nobody's
veteran
They don't make medical
They're gonna
appointments.
delay
They're like
the
put
Just-
things into his
simply